built this AI agent that books hotel rooms 24/7, 365. Literally, you can call it in the middle of the night like, yo, I wanna book a room, and it books you in. It even takes payments during the call. Here's a demo. Yo, Mr. AI.
Hello.
I'm looking to book a room. Help me book it.
Of course, I'd be glad to help with that. First up, could you tell me your full names?
My name is John Smith.
Great. So just to ensure I got the spelling right, are your names spelled Johnsmith? Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome. And what about your email address?
That's john@gmail.com.
All right. So that's jjohn@gmail.com. Is that correct?
Yes.
Cool. And could I get your phone number? Please include the country code.
So that's +254 755 443322.
All right. Just to make sure I got this right, it's +254 755 443322. Is that correct?
Yes.
This will just take a sec. So, John, we've got some options here for you. We've got the executive suite, the junior suite, and the superior room. Which one are you interested in booking?
How much is the executive?
The executive suite is 20,000 Kenya shillings per night.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right. When would you like to check in?
We can do tomorrow.
Perfect. And how long are you planning to stay?
Just 4 days.
All right. That's a total of 3 nights. So you'd be paying 60,000 Kenya shillings. Do you want me to send the payment link to the number you provided?
Yes, please.
One moment. All right. The payment link should be in your SMS. Just take a peek there and let me know once you've made the payment.
Give me a moment.
No worries. Take your time.
All done?
Hold on a sec. Awesome. You're all set, John. Your booking ID is 32. Be sure to check your email for all the details about your booking. Let me know if you need anything else.
Nothing. Goodbye. And here you can see the new booking has been made for John Smith. Their details have been recorded in accordingly. They're staying at the executive seat and they've already paid. You can even have the payment reference number for confirmation and even the amount paid. I know you haven't seen this in the demo, but the AI also sends a WhatsApp message to the hotel telling them there's a new hotel booking, and it also sends the customer an email containing their booking details. So that's one thing I didn't touch in the demo, but you'll see me building it within the tutorial. That's a demo of the system we're building today. It just simplifies the booking process, ensuring that the hotel is available 24/7, 365, not missing any booking. The reality is, customer is impatient. If they call you and you don't pick up immediately, I go to Google Chrome and search for your competitor and I go with them. There's no two way about it. So that's why it's imperative to have such a system in place. And yeah, let's jump into it. So for this, we're going to be working with Vapi and Make.com. Vapi will handle the AI voicebot part. Make.com will handle the functionalities that are backing the voicebot. So that includes checking for available rooms, sending the customer a payment link to their SMS. Okay, in this case, we'll send it to WhatsApp, but the principles stand. Also confirming that the payment has been made, as well as saving the booking record and all those details around, sending the customer an email confirming that they've booked etc. We'll do all that over on Make.com. So first of all, before we start, go to the link in the description and access all the resources I'll use in this video. That includes the system prompt as well as the Make.com templates. We're going to be working with, I think, 4 or 5 Make.com templates. So ensure you download those and we can get right into it. So go ahead and create an account on Vapi if you don't have one. So just search vapi.ai as you see in this URL. Create an account, log into your dashboard, and you'll arrive at something of the sort. Then you'll go to assistants, create a new assistant. Okay, give it a name, doesn't matter. Okay, I called mine Hotel AI Voicebot. Starting from a blank template, then you'll click create assistant. Okay, so I want to do that because I already have one. Then what you want to do is scroll down till you see this system prompt. Paste in the system prompt that you've gotten within the description. So just paste it in there. Then I'll guide you in regard to what was going through my mind when I was building it. So for the AI configurations, we're using GPT-4o for the AI model. It's powerful and fast enough. I like it. Then so you are Jen, an enthusiastic customer support agent for Empara Hotel. Your role is to answer customer queries and book them into hotel rooms. Here's the current date and time in UTC time zone. So this is an inbuilt variable within Vapi containing the current date and time. Mind you, that is in UTC. So I have to specify that the user's time zone is Africa/Nairobi. So that when the AI is booking the user into a hotel room, it books them in considering that their time zone is Africa Nairobi, not UTC. So that's very imperative. always state prices in words. This is very critical. So this is one thing I noticed when I was testing the voice bot. Consistently it would give me the price, something like the executive suite is Kenya shillings 1000 or 2000. See, that sounds robotic, it's not natural, and that's why I put it here. It's a thing I normally like. When you notice the AI is making so much mistakes, put the statement where you caution it to fix it at the beginning or at the end. Like, the reality, there's this thing called loss in the middle. So when you have a big prompt, there are some instructions or details that are in the middle of the prompt that can easily be neglected. So when you notice there are some mistakes that keep on reoccurring, place the statement that you're cautioning the AI, place it at the top or at the very bottom over here. Okay, and you can see I did it twice. So even here I said never ever mention numerical figures like a robot, e.g. 1000. Say all figures in full like a normal human being. So that's a cautioning I'm giving you there. Then we can move on. So the first task is to use information available in the knowledge base to provide relevant responses to any questions the user may have. So for that, you'll just scroll down here, select the file. So you'll add a new file. This is just a PDF document containing FAQs for the hotel. So let's say, do you guys have a gym? What's the Wi-Fi password? Like, having a PDF document containing the FAQs and the respective answers will be used as the knowledge base. So you can go ahead and just add a new file on that. That's not the main focus of this video. It's a simple task. So then we go into booking a room, the process of booking a room. When the user wants to book a room, go through the following steps. So firstly, and this is also one thing, when you're giving the AI instructions on a specific task that has to follow a specific step-by-step process. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. It's important that you number them. So you number the tasks. It makes the AI understand the process better and also follow that process verbatim, exactly how you've listed them. So first obtain their full names, then confirm the spelling with them, e.g. So just to ensure I got the spelling right, are your names spelled John whatever? Is that right? The user will confirm, of course. Then we go to the next task, which is then obtain their email address, then their phone number. Ensure to capture their phone number in the right format, including the country code, e.g. +254 755 whatever. Before proceeding, confirm you have the right phone number. So this is one thing. When obtaining this information, the name, email, phone number, there are times where the AI might extract the information incorrectly, like including some spelling mistakes. So that's why it's imperative that we confirm with the user that we have all the spellings correct. For example, if you're dealing with African names or names that are not necessarily English, the AI would struggle in capturing the exact spelling. So that's why it's imperative to have the AI confirm with the user. After confirming with the user, it needs to go to the next task, which is now run the check available rooms function to get back a list of available rooms. Why is this? Is because we have a database. Let me just show you over here containing the room availability. So the type of rooms that we have and the number of rooms that are available for that specific room. So in this case, we have 3 room types. There's the superior room, junior suite, and the executive suite. You can see the number of available rooms. There are 10 superior rooms available, 5 junior suites, 2 executive suites. So it returns these room types as long as the available rooms exist. So this is not 0. So if this was 0, executive suite wouldn't be given as an option. The AI would just be like, Mr. User, we have the superior room and the junior suite. That's why we need to confirm with the database. And it also brings back the description of the actual hotel, the price per night in words, because this actually needed it so that the AI gets it right. I actually was running into the same issue consistently where the AI was just saying the figures like a robot. The price is 10000. Nah, none of that. That's why I had to add this column. Then we come back here. So some rooms will be given back. So have the user select from the available room options the room they want to book. Then ask the user for when they want to check in. Then how long they want to stay at the hotel. Then calculate their total amount to be paid, which is the total number of nights multiplied by the price per night. Then send them a payment link to their phone number using the send payment link function. You'll get back a payment reference number. Store it as it will be used to confirm payment status. This is very imperative because when I was doing the test, I could notice that it would run this function for confirming payment, which we're going to see in front over here, but it guesses the payment reference number. And thus it every time we would run into an error because that payment reference number does not exist. And that's why it's imperative we tell it to store it because it will be used in the next step. So once the user, and also I'll show you when returning the payment reference number, you return it in a statement, not a JSON object. I know it doesn't make sense, but I'll make it make sense. So let's continue. Once the user confirms they've paid, run the confirm payment function to confirm they've paid successfully. For that, use the payment reference number you have from the previous step. Then if payment was successful, proceed to book them in using the book room function. Once successfully booked, provide them with their booking ID and have them check their email for their booking details. Okay, so that's one thing I forgot to mention. It also sends an email to the customer including the booking details that they have. I know you didn't see that in the demo because I put a wrong email address, because john@gmail.com doesn't exist. But if I gave my actual email address, it would have sent the email, and I'll show you that. So let's move on. Context about the business. I think I actually came up with this using ChatGPT, but anyways, you can read through that. Empara Hotel is a contemporary style hotel that provides all the comfort, convenience, and efficiency, blah blah blah. You can pause and read through that. Then let's move on to some examples. This is a script of how an actual conversation would go. This is way more impactful in the system prompt than any instructions you could ever give. The example that you give helps the AI more. So ensure you always have a script to guide the AI on how to handle the conversation. So you can see here, the user is like, could you help me book into a room? The AI, so the user is the customer. U stands for the AI, okay? So of course, I'd be glad to help with that. First of all, what's your full names? The customer response. Then we proceed, just following the same instructions that you see over here is the same thing that we provide as the example over here. So you can pause and read through all those instructions, but the main critical part is where we tell the AI in regard to function calling. So you can see here, anywhere where I'm stating the AI needs to execute a function, I ensure that that statement is in capital letters. This just ensures that it knows this is not part of the script. This is just instructions that it needs to execute this function. Then yeah, in the notes section over here, I normally have this paragraph pasted in all the voice bots I build. I call it prompt seasoning. It just makes your phone conversation between the customer and the AI more natural, more human-like. We don't want the AI to sound so robotic, even if it's a robot, of course. So when generating responses, aim for a casual and conversational tone. Think of how you might talk to a friend in a relaxed setting. Use informal language and common colloquial expressions such as so, yeah, and okay. Avoid formal language and corporate jargon. Instead, focus on making the dialogue flow naturally using contractions like you're instead of you are, and inserting filler words occasionally to mimic natural speech patterns. Strive to make responses sound warm and approachable using everyday vocabulary and sentence structures. Okay, so what you'll do is just take a snapshot of this, ask ChatGPT to, so you'll take a snapshot of this and paste it within ChatGPT and have ChatGPT extract the content of this image into text. Okay, then you'll save this text into a text document within your desktop or somewhere, just because you're going to be pasting it in all the voice bots you build. Okay, so down here is more cautioning when I was testing the voice bot, more mistakes that I was noticing that I needed to come and fix. So you have that within the notes section. So for example, all payment links are sent to the user's SMS. Ensure not to say the link has been sent to their email or anywhere else apart from SMS. Okay, so yes, I know I mentioned that in this tutorial we'll have it send the link to their WhatsApp, but the principle stand. The reason for this is because I had run out of my Twilio credits and I was like, let me just integrate this with WhatsApp, because WhatsApp provides some free credits to access their APIs, but the principle stand. So once you send the user a payment link, ensure to store the payment reference number you get back, as it's what you use to confirm if the payment was successful. This is extremely critical. Do not ask the user for a payment reference number. You already have it once you sent the payment link. That's critical, because I was noticing it would send the payment link, then go back to ask the user what's a payment reference number. But in this case, the user doesn't know the payment reference number. So that's why we need to caution it. We're using Paystack to handle the payments part, and how Paystack works is once you create a payment link, it automatically creates a payment reference number. So that's what the AI needs to store. So when confirming any details with the user, ensure to not ask the next question until the user confirms you have everything correct. Just more cautioning. When mentioning to the user the available rooms, ensure to just state the room types. Don't provide any extra details unless the user asks for it. Why is this? Is because when the AI calls this function to get back the available rooms, it will get back a description of the rooms, the price per night in words, all those details. And what it would do is it would be like, yo, Mr. User, we have the following rooms available. The executive suite, which is a room that is luxurious, that has 4 bedrooms, that has whatever. Bro, we just want to provide the room types. Then if the user is interested in a specific room and they ask a specific question on that room, is when the AI can provide more details. But otherwise, we don't want it to ramble for too long. Do not dare mention to the user the payment reference number you get back after you send the link. That's meant for you alone to confirm payment status. Whenever executing any function, do not dare mention to the user that you are executing a certain function. When it's going to check for available rooms, it will be like running checking available rooms function, Mr. User. Like, that makes sense. So that's why you need to have it there. So when mentioning prices, be sure to mention them in a natural way. For example, instead of the price is 10000, say it in full like so. The price is 10,000 Kenya shillings. This is extremely critical. This is what we call emotional prompting. It works well to make the AI focus to ensure this thing is right. Focus to ensure it gets it right. Ensure you include this as much as possible. Is why you use emotional words like, I really appreciate you, Mr. AI, for paying attention to ensure you get this right. Mr. AI, this is very important to the success of our business. Like, etc. It helps a lot. Do not dare mention that you have successfully executed a certain function unless you receive a response from the tool saying that the execution was successful. This applies for all the following functions. I list the functions there. Then never ever mention numerical figures like a robot, e.g. that. Say all figures in full like a normal human being. Same thing as I mentioned up here is always ensure when a mistake is happening a lot and the AI is not fixing that mistake, have it at the beginning or at the end. Then ensure to click publish. So now let's go into building the actual tools in place. So for that, click on tools, then click on this drop down, scroll down till you see create new tool, then click on that. So here's where we'll build all those tools. So as I mentioned, we have I think 4 or 5 tools. Let's jump into it. So what you'll do is click on create tool, custom tool. The first tool we're creating is the checking available rooms function. So I want to do this manually because I've already done that. I'll guide you on what was happening. So I'll go to the check available rooms function. You can see it there. This tool is used to check for available rooms for booking purposes. That's a description. Then if I scroll down, first of all, ensure this is not turned on because we want the AI to not proceed with the conversation until it gets back a response of the available rooms. Then we move on over here. We're not really passing any parameters because it's a get request. Then we pass in the server URL. So this we get from make.com. So on your side, you'll ensure that you create a new scenario. Then what you'll do is you'll import the template containing the check available room functionalities. So for that, you'll click on these 3 dots, import blueprint, choose file, then you'll import the blueprint. You'll get something of the sort. So this is a check available rooms workflow or other scenario. So for that, you'll double click on this, create a new webhook. So you'll click add over here, click save, then you'll copy address to clipboard, go back here to VAPI and paste that URL over there. Okay, then click save. Then what you'll do is go back here to assistance tab and ensure you connect the tool in place. So for that, you'll click on tools, then you'll click on this drop down and select the specific function that you want to attach to this assistant. So I've already done that for all those functions. You don't need to do it twice. So let's proceed. So once this scenario has been executed, it will go through this process. So first one is searching for records within this table. So let me show you. You see this table over here, we want to search for records where the number of available rooms is greater than 0. That's what we're doing here. So first of all, you need to connect to your Airtable account, that specific database. So for that, you'll come here to, first of all, just if you're not familiar with Airtable, just go and search for tutorials online on how to work with Airtable, how to create a new base, a new database, etc. So once you do that, just replicate the tables that I have within this database. So I'll show you the tables I have and the fields that I have for each specific table. So the first table I have is the room availability table. We have the room type, the number of available rooms, an image URL, which we don't use in the voicebot, but if this was a chatbot, we would use it. We have a description of the room, price per night, and the price per night in words. Okay, so that's very critical. Then we go to the bookings table, which contains the booking ID. Okay, the customer name, email, phone number, start date, number of nights, room type, status, payment ID, and the amount paid. Okay, then these next ones, the rooms table, the check-in table, and the checkout table, we don't really need it in this specific tutorial. Why is this? Is because the AI voicebot is not handling checking in or checking out. If it was able to do that, which you can easily implement, we would be leveraging these other tables. So to connect to your Airtable account, just go to the bottom left over here, click on account, click on build a hub. I'll just lead it to a new tab. What you want to do is create a new access token, give it a name, doesn't matter, whatever. Add the following scopes. So scope is just whoever has this access token, what permissions are they allowed to get access to? Can they read information in the database? Can they edit information in the database? Like, this just gives the necessary permissions. So I normally add all the scopes over here so that whenever I need to access a specific functionality, I don't need to come and create a new access token that has those permissions. So I just add all that, then I attach a base, which is in this case the Empire Hotel database, then create a token, copy this token, go back here to make.com, then you'll add a new connection. The connection type is Airtable token. Then you'll scroll and paste in your access token over there, then click on save. You'll be connected to your account. Select the database in place, the table you want to access, which is a room availability table. Then we want to specify which fields we need returned. So there's the room type, number of available rooms, description, price per night, and that. Then the formula to do the filtering is this, where the number of available rooms is greater than 0. Just that. Then click on save. We move on. Then, okay, let me just be a bit technical. I normally try to avoid being technical, but when this module is executed, it will return back a list of bundles of data. Think of a bundle of data like a single record. Like, you see, that is one record, so that is one bundle of data. That is another record, that is another bundle of data. So it returns 3 bundles of data, but we need them to be compressed into one bundle of data that can be sent back to the AI. That's the function of the array aggregator. You can clearly see 3 bundles enter into the array aggregator, and 1 is output, which is an array containing all those records. Okay, then we move on. Want to transform it into a string so that we can be able to send it back to the AI. So we take that array, transform it into a string. Think of an array like a list. Transform it into a string so that it can be sent back to the AI via this module. So we pass in the tool called ID in place. Then we return back the string containing the available rooms. Then the next tool is sending a payment link. So we'll move on to that. On your side, just click on create tool, custom tool, then give it a name of send payment link. That following description, as you can see it there, this tool is used to send the user a payment link to pay for their room. Then the parameters we need is the total amount, the customer's name, and their email address. So you can see the total amount is a number. The description is this is the total amount to be paid in Kenya shillings, e.g. 60,000 or whatever that is. Is it required? Yes. Click apply. The next one is the customer name. This is the customer's full name. It's a string. Required. Click apply. Next one is the customer email. This is the customer's email address, e.g. that. Then it's a string. It's required. Click apply. Then here in the server settings, you'll go to make.com over here. Ensure you import the send payment link scenario just as you did for this other scenario. Once you import it, you want to click on this, double click on the first module, create a new webbook by clicking add, click save, then copy address to clipboard, go back here and paste it in there. Then you click save, ensure you click save. Then you need to attach it to your assistant. For that, go back to your assistants tab, click on tools, click on the drop down and select that specific function. Okay, then we move on. So back here, once the data comes in, you can see it comes in the following format. If I expand on the tool calls here in the function arguments, you're able to see we get the customer email, their name, and the total amount. Okay, so then we need to save those into variables that can be accessed anywhere ahead in the scenario. So we set those variables in place, the customer email, the total amount, the customer name, etc. Then we move on. Then we want to initialize a did I just say a Whoa! Anyways, don't mind me, it's the African or the Kamba in me. Here we're trying to initiate a transaction for the user to make the payment. So in this case, as I mentioned, we're working with Paystack. So on your site, you'll just search paystack.com. Then you'll create a free account. You'll go through a couple of processes where you just provide your details, your email, your phone number, maybe your business information, etc. Once you do that, you will log into your dashboard. So I'll quickly log into my dashboard. So once you log in, you'll arrive at your dashboard over here. All you need to do is go to settings over here, API keys and webhooks. Then scroll down till you see your test credentials, because right now it's in test mode, so it won't actually deduct money from the customer. So this is just test. So you'll copy your test secret key. For that, click on this. Then you'll click copy on that. Go back here. Then you want to add a new connection to your Paystack account. You'll paste in your secret key over there. Then click on save. And that's it. Then here in the total amount, I want to specify the amount that comes in, but I add 2 zeros. Why is this? Is when Paystack is creating the link so that the user can make a payment. If the payment is 30,000, Paystack would have it this way. So this is 30,000. You can see it there. It has 3 zeros, but Paystack would consider these last 2 zeros as decimals. So we don't want this, and it would say that the price is 300 shillings. So that's why we need to add 2 extra zeros to account for the decimal points. Then we pass in the user's email address. Click save. Continue. Then we want to send them a message containing the payment link. So in this case, I know I mentioned it's SMS. That would be preferable. So on that, you just work with Twilio. Just do a YouTube search out there on how you can send SMSs using Twilio. But I'll guide you on how you do it with WhatsApp. So for that, you need to create a Facebook business account and a Facebook developer account. For that, you'll search business.facebook.com and developer.facebook.com. Okay. So for business.facebook.com, all you need to do is create what we call a business portfolio. It's a simple process. You can just come here, then you'll create a new business portfolio. If you need help on that, just do a Google search. I won't cover that on this video. Then you'll click on business settings over here. So when you go to business settings, what we want to do is create a permanent access token for us to access the WhatsApp APIs. So for that, you will need to first of all create a system user. I've already done that. Then you'll be ready to create the permanent access token. But before you do that, you have to create an app over on developer.facebook.com. So you'll just create an account on developer.facebook.com, then log into your dashboard. It's quite simple. You can do that with your Facebook account. Then here, what you want to do is click on create a new app. So create app. Give your app a name, something like hotel app. I'm feeling lazy to come up with names, so just bear with me. Then you click next. Scroll down till you see other. Click on other. Click next. It's for business. Click next. Okay, then select a business portfolio. I'll select mine. Click create app. So what an app is just, it contains a bunch of configurations for when you want to access the Meta APIs. So I'll log in. Once you create the app, you want to click on setup on this WhatsApp. Then you've created the app in place. So what you want to do is now to create a permanent access token, providing access to this specific app. So for that, we go back to Meta Business Suite. We want to assign this app to this specific system user. Okay, so for that, click on these 3 dots, assign assets, click on apps. Okay, we want to provide access to the hotel app, then full control there, toggle that on, then assign assets, done. So you can see now that's been listed over there. Then now I can generate a permanent access token. Select the app, but before that, let me just reload so that when I create the access token, Meta knows that I've assigned this app to this system user. So I can generate a token, select an app, it's a hotel app. Next, it expires never, so the access token to always remain. Next, permissions, we want to add business management. Scroll till the bottom, WhatsApp business management and WhatsApp business messaging, then generate token. Copy on that, then come back here to the scenario itself, double click on that, then you want to add a new connection. So add connection there, paste in your permanent token there, then your WhatsApp business account ID. You get that when you go here and in developers.facebook.com. If I scroll down here till I see API setup, click on that. Then here I can see my WhatsApp business account ID. Here it is. So just copy on that, come paste it in there, then click save. Then ensure you have a test number in place there and a recipient phone number. So since this is in test mode, the WhatsApp APIs can only send a message to a phone number that has been registered over here. Once you take this app live, then it can send a message to whatever customer. But since we're in test, ensure you add your phone number over here. So before this scenario works in terms of sending the message, there's some cautioning. You can even see it over here. You can send a message under these conditions. You can only initiate new chats via send a template module. Okay, so I'll just summarize. For this to work, just come over here, generate a new access token. In this case, this is a temporary access token that we will use to send a template message. I know it doesn't make sense, but it will in a few. So I'll continue as Mutiso Mwadhime. I'll select that and click continue. Save. Got it. Now it's created the temporary access token. What you want to do is scroll down here, select your recipient phone number. I'll select mine over there. Scroll down, then click send message over here. Test message sent successful. You can see it just entered over there. Then once this message has been sent in, what you want to do is reply to it. So I can reply with something like yo. Then that's all you need to do. Then from here henceforth, you can be able to send messages as you please. So back here to the scenario, ensure you have the receiver's phone number in place. This you just pass in the recipient's phone number that you get from the tool call itself over here. But in this case, we're working with whatever I've provided here. Then click on save. Then we move on. Once that's been done, we need to send back a response. You can see here I say payment link has been sent successfully. Here's the payment reference number for payment confirmation. And this is one thing I mentioned, that initially I would have it this way. Let me just copy all this, go to JSON editor online. Let me show you the format I had it in. So the result, I had it in this way. So the result would be an object, a JSON object. The first one being the status of the payment, which I had it as success. Then the next one is the payment reference number. Then there I'd have it as the actual payment reference number. So this is how I had it. So I'd copy that, come back here. Then down here, let me just create some space to show you how I had it initially. Let me paste it in there. As you can see, the payment reference number, I'd add it in here. So you see the reference that I get from Paystack, I add it in there. The reason why this wasn't working is I was sending back a JSON object. The tool called response, to be able to capture the information accurately, it's best to give back the response as a statement, not an object. I'm telling you this because I was running into the same issue again and again, and I kept on asking myself, why isn't this working, until I decided just to have it as a statement, something like this. Just something like payment link has been sent successfully. Here's the payment reference number for payment confirmation. Then I pass it in there within the statement. This ensured it was always accurate. Very important. So I'll delete all that, then click save on that. Then we move on. So once you've created the payment, the send payment link function, you ensure you click save, then attach it to your assistant over here, just the same way we were doing in the other ones. Click on tools, select the send payment link function, then you're done. Let's go into the next function, which is for confirming payment status. So for that, you'll go to your tools tab over here, create a new tool, custom tool, then give it a name. So I'll go here to this tool, give it a name of that. That's a description. This tool is used to confirm the user has successfully made the payment. Then we move on. The only thing we need is a payment reference number, which we define over there. It's a string, and this is the payment reference number that is obtained after the user receives the payment link. Is receives? What English is that? don't mind me, honestly. Then this is required. Click apply. Then click save on that. Then attach it to your assistant by just click on that drop down, select it, then you're good to go. So go back here to make.com. On the scenario itself, ensure double click on this. I know I haven't mentioned on attaching the server URL, but we'll add that in place. So ensure you click add to create a new webhook, click save, then copy address to clipboard. Go back here to the actual tool in place, then ensure you paste in the URL over there. Once you do that, you'll just click save on that, and the tool is already added as you did. Then coming back here, once the data comes in, you can see the data comes in play. Under arguments, you can see the payment reference number that comes in. Okay, that's what we use. Then here we save it in place accordingly. Then we move on. Now we need to verify that the transaction has gone through. For that, you've already connected to your Paystack account, and we're working with the verify a transaction module. For that, you just pass in your payment reference number, and yeah, whatever the response is, we send it back to the AI with the status and the message. Okay, very critical. I know here I sent back the response as an object, but once again, I just advise you'd have it as a statement. But in this case, this wasn't having issues, so that's why I didn't change it. So let's proceed. The next tool is now to save the booking details. So because the AI has confirmed the user has paid, now we need to save the booking record. So for that, you'll create a new tool, custom tool. Once again, let's go through the book a room functionality. So the tool name is book room. This tool is used to book the user into a hotel room. Okay. Then you can see a bunch of parameters that need to be sent in order to book the room in place. So for that, we need the room type. This is the type of room the user is booking into, either that, or that. It's required. Click apply. Next one is the payment ID. This is the payment reference number of the payment made. It's required. Click apply. The start date. This is the day they want to check into their hotel room in ISO format. Have that in place. It's required. Click apply. Next one is the amount paid. This is the amount paid in Kenya shillings. It's a number. Ensure that's in place. Click it's required. Then apply. Then this is the customer name. This is the customer's full names. Okay. Required. Click apply. Same case to the email. This is the customer's email address. It's required. Click apply. Phone number. This is the customer's phone number. We give it some examples. It's required. Click apply. Then the number of nights. This is the number of nights they want to stay at the hotel room. It's a string. Required. Click apply. Then we need a server URL. For that, come here, import the save hotel booking record scenario, just like you are doing for the other scenarios. Then I'll enter into it. You know what? Let me go into this specific execution that was being done here so that you can go through that. So here you can see once the data comes in, you can see the data that comes in, the amount paid, the customer email, all those details that need to be in place in order to save the record. So next one here, we want to save the details in accordingly. So the first one is the customer name, email, all those details. We just want to save them into variables that can be accessed anywhere ahead of the scenario. So move on. Then here we want to create a new record. Okay, so we have already connected to your Airtable account. Want to access the bookings table. Then we pass in all those details in accordingly. The name, email, phone number, all those details accordingly. And that's it. Click save. We'll continue. Then next here, we have a HTTP module that does an API request to another scenario that actually sends the booking email, as well as the WhatsApp message to the hotel telling them there's a new hotel booking, etc. So for that, ensure you import the send hotel booking email scenario. Then you'll get the URL just as you are doing in the others. Create a new webhook URL, click save, copy address to clipboard. Then this is what you come and paste in over here. Then we move on. Is there anything you need to change over here? Not really. So we just pass in all the records that need to be added. All the fields that need to be added to that new record. We add them in accordingly. Click save. Then we continue. Once that's in place, we send a response back saying your room has been booked. Your booking ID is that. Kindly check your email for details in regard to your booking. And we get this booking ID from this module of creating the new record. Okay, then in this module, for now, sending the customer an email as well as the hotel a WhatsApp message. Here's what happens. We get in the data that we sent over here. So you can see all this data that we sent in, the booking ID, email, customer name, phone number, all those. We pass them in here. Then we want to save them in accordingly. The guest name, the booking ID, the check-in time, the room type, amount, the email of the guest, the phone, all those details. Okay, once we add them in place, we want to send an email. Okay, you can see, ensure you connect to your Google account. It's very easy. You can click online help if you need help with that. Then we move on. Pass in the customer's email address. The subject is that. Then here's the email itself. Notice it's in HTML because we want the email to appear beautifully and stuff. Okay, then we pass in the records in accordingly. The dear guest name, dear John, etc. Passing all those details in accordingly. Then we move on is where we send a message to the hotel containing all the details. Yeah, that's it. So you can see the new hotel booking, their name, email, phone number, etc. And yeah, that's it from me. Such a powerful AI system, I have to say, because you can imagine like how much of an impact this brings to a hotel's bottom line. Ensuring that they are 24/7 available means that they can take bookings even in the middle of the night, in weekends, holidays, ensuring that they don't miss any chance to make more money. Very critical. If you want to work with our team to build such powerful AI systems, then there's a link in the description. Go ahead and book in a meeting with us. Anyways, that's it from me. Till next time, stay savvy. Peace.